Yeah,
I get it 2 weeks in a row.
You did. You're awesome.
Woo-hoo.
Yay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our show. My name's Michelle,
And I'm Amy.
and we are
Two Creative Chicks That Ride.
Welcome to our show.
Hi, everybody. Woohoo. Another Thursday down, girl.
I know, this is
Show
crazy.
13.
This one almost didn't happen. Old Betsy was not having it today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, but that's okay. It all
Yeah.
came together, and this is how it rolls with us. It's
Yeah.
never a dull moment.
It's never-
I can honestly say.
Oh my
never a
God,
dull
it's so exciting. I think that we should just automatically set up like a camera in the back, like background, or maybe we can use Dave's like
moment. So you
camera.
guys can see what the heck goes on.
Because we're like, ooh, ah! Then we're like, hi, welcome to the show. Anyways.
I mean, as you can tell, right? Ah, it was one of those days.
I love it.
That's
I
cool.
love that look. I think it looks beautiful
It's
on
cool.
you.
Thank you.
Oh.
Thank you.
So we've got a great show planned for you today.
Yes, we do.
You're going to meet our babe of the week, Shari, and I'm real excited about that.
I'm super stoked over her.
I think it's a surprise for her because she was nominated.
And you know what? That's what the Babe of the Week is about. It's about nominating women.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It doesn't have to be you. You know, a hot ass woman that should be our Babe of the Week. And
Send
she's
it
your
in.
friend, somebody else's old lady, whatever. We don't care. Send it in.
Yeah, exactly.
Send it in, man.
Send us those babes on the bikes.
Oh.
So yeah, we'll meet her, and we're this week's spiritual spin is all about crystals. Is it?
It's
Yeah.
all about the spiritual tools, crystals, and the overload that we tend to
Oh.
get involved
Yeah.
in when we start a new spiritual venture,
Yeah.
so
Wow.
to speak.
How exciting!
Mhm.
And today our topic is going to be about bike runs. We're going to talk about what it's like to be if we've ever been in a bike run, and we'd like to know if you've ever been in a bike run, what it's like to be in a bike run, what you can expect, what you like or dislike, and how to prepare for a run. And so we're going to be talking about this and more. And this is our last week in March, so our
Yes.
March Madness episodes are finishing up. So we'll get into April, and maybe it'll be about I don't know. Who knows? Your guess is as good as ours.
Well, we do like for people to send us what you would like us to talk about regarding bikes and life in general, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff. Anything you guys want us to cover a topic on, just to shoot us some info.
Yeah,
and we'll
absolutely.
look into it. We're
Yeah.
always about doing what the customer wants, right?
Yeah, we love it. We love
Yeah.
it. So bike runs, I gotta tell you, I had, I was just kind of going through what showed up in my scene because I'm in like a bunch of these groups and everything. And so what showed up on like whatever, you need to watch this, or it was somebody had posted their first crash. And I kept the video because I was going to show it today, right? That he was scratched up a little, he wasn't hurt. They got up and rode off after the crash. But the reason that I saved it and I was going to share it today was because it was clear, like, because he had his cam on, he had two cams actually, two ankles. But it was clear that he was like riding with others, a lot of other people. So he was probably not necessarily a run, but I think that if you're gonna start at one destination with a bunch of people and you have a plan and you're going to end at a different destination, even if they're not calling it a bike run, I would consider that a bike run. What do you think?
I would too. A bunch of bikes riding together
Mm-hmm.
for a main purpose, I think, right? So
Yeah.
my main purpose is getting to Earl's on Sunday for pizza.
It's the Earl's Bike Run.
It is,
right. The weekly Earl's
So
Bike Run.
runs, I know,
We're a little
Michelle,
loud
are
today.
they're so diverse, right? We do them as fundraisers. We do them as memorials. We do those as ways to help other businesses and stuff in our committees.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, in our communities, not our committees. So I went on a bike run, and I had gone with a local chapter of the American Legion, and it was a breast cancer run, and it was to benefit one of their riders who had breast cancer and had a whole bunch of bills from it. So we went on this bike run, and we
That wasn't that long ago.
No, it wasn't. It was called a poker bike run. So a poker bike run is the bike run where you stop at several different places.
Mhm.
And at every place you pull a card and they mark it on your paperwork. And they usually do like best hand, worst hand, you know. So I was like, woohoo, I got 2 kings, I'm winning this.
Oh.
And I have no idea. I don't gamble, I don't really play poker. So I thought because I had 2 kings, I was going to rock the house. No.
No,
Somebody had like
wasn't happening.
royal flush or something with everyone in the same suit. I'm like, yeah, okay. Yeah, not Amy, you know, but that's
happening?
okay. It was the experience, right? So me just having my bike from last year, I've been doing everything that I've already done, but now I'm a driver, so I have to re-experience it as me, you know? So,
It's a different experience, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like
it is.
being, you know, doing the bike run thing as a, you know, as the rider rather than the passenger. Because like passenger, we like, you know, we get all prettied up and we
high heels,
High
you know,
heels
the
and-
whole nine, right?
and you know, honestly, it is. It's definitely. What do I want to say? Not as easy as we make it sound, right?
Right.
You know, to do a passenger experience on a bike run. So,
Yeah.
so we definitely don't want you to think that we're, you know, lessening it.
So tell me about your bike run. What was your first bike run that you ever did, Michelle?
The first bike run I ever did, it was also a fundraiser. I don't even remember who it was for. It was with my friend Suzanne out in Massachusetts.
Mhm.
And it was really great because there was like a barbecue afterwards and I was really excited about it. I was like, yeah. So I was like, I just got my permit. In Massachusetts, you can get a permit. I don't know if you can do that in Connecticut, but you go, right, hello, Massachusetts. I mean, come on. But I don't know, it works. But yeah, so you go and you get a piece of paper, and or it's on a computer, and you take the test. And then if you pass it, they give you a permit to ride around on a motorcycle. And you can stay on that permit for as long as you want. And practice, I guess. And as long as you only ride in the day, and you can't have passengers, and you can't leave the state of Massachusetts.
I thought the same was for Florida. Somebody had said that to me. I'm not
Well,
positive.
I thought it was, but when we moved to Florida, so I just kept my permit. You know, I was like, hey, when I get to Florida, I'll stay on my permit. I don't have any need to leave Florida. I'll just stay there. Of course, since then, we do leave Florida a lot on our bikes, but when we got to Florida, we found out that, no. Your Massachusetts motorcycle license or your permit is not valid in Florida because Florida doesn't have a permit program. Florida, you go straight to the license. You take the course and you leave with a license.
Oh.
And that's it. So there's no motorcycle permits in Florida.
Do they make you go for the schooling though? Like
In Massachusetts?
certification? Here in Florida, do you know?
You have to in Florida.
Okay, because
So
I know
that's
I did.
it. Yeah, you have
okay.
to. So you can't. So you know how you go to the. I know we're getting off topic, and sorry about that, but hopefully this is. Hey Johnny, how you
up,
doing
Johnny?
today? We're gonna
Thanks
be
for
talking
joining
about
us.
you and your babe today. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so we're just getting off topic a little bit, but
That's
yeah, in Florida. You can't go to like the tax office, you know how,
Right,
and get a permit for a motorcycle. You can't. You
Okay.
don't even go there. I think you go there to maybe have the M put on your license,
That's
you
what I
know.
did, yeah, I just
But
did that.
you go to an accredited school and
That's
you have
correct.
to take the certification course,
Yeah.
and then you're licensed, and that's it. So I'm riding around, so I'm on a permit. So it sounds like, oh, you're not experienced, but actually, I rode around. That was my deal. I rode around every day. I rode to work on it and everything. So she said, you want to go on the bike run with me? And I was like, yeah, all right, I'll go. This is so cool. Yeah. There were so many bikes. I was so overwhelmed. It was just, do you want to go on a bike run? It wasn't, this is how it works, and we're going to put you in the back or the front. Like, this really big, burly guy with a beard came up and went, hey, you guys are here. Where are you going to go? And my friend said, she's new rider. And he's like, all right, we'll put you ladies in the back, with the follow-up guy or whoever, the cleanup guy. Yeah. I'm like, what is he going to be cleaning up? Right? I'm like,
Oh man!
Why I gotta go in the
not
back?
me, please, not me.
yeah, I'm like, okay, I'll do this.
What, does he think I'm gonna wipe out?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I've been riding around here on my permit for months now.
love it.
No,
I love it.
it's quite a while, but yeah, it was like there was no. So it wasn't like this is how it's going to work. It wasn't like what you and I talk about. Like it wasn't like
Right.
we go staggered, we do this, we do that. She's just
Right.
like, you know, right before we go, and those bikes, when they line up the bikes, you know, because they line them up close, and it's just like in the movies. It's like Robert Redford movies, like
Right.
bling, 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 you know. And so I'm like, am I gonna miss my mark? Is the guy behind me gonna be mad? Like, what's gonna happen?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I'm like shitting my pants, and I'm just looking all cool, you know, because I
That'd
got
be cute.
I got the pretty braids, and you know, I actually we should we'll share on our in our Facebook group, you know, because I know there's pictures of you on your first run,
Yeah.
and there's pictures of me on my first run, so we'll do it.
Oh, let's do
Yeah,
that.
because I had the pigtails, you know, without the braids, so and I got the dark sunglasses and like, and I think I was wearing like work boots, like the tan work boots. I'm like, look at me, I'm all biker, I'm going on, and I was shitting my pants. I was literally shitting my pants, and I didn't finish the run. I didn't. I wanted to, and we just got to in Massachusetts. There's a lot of hills, you know, from
Yeah.
like Connecticut,
Yeah.
and so you know that last like right before where we would turn back in, you know, there's like this steep hill, and guy in front of me stopped short, you know, and I stopped short, and I hit the brake. I didn't hit the clutch. I stalled, on the hill, and I was like, of course now I'm nervous, you know, so I'm like, clutch brake, whatever, and we were in the back, so the cleanup guy came, who was also, I think it was the same. They all looked the same. It was like these big burly biker guys. Like,
They all look
"Come
the
on."
same, man.
He's like, listen, we're pulling up over to this gas station here because this guy needs gas. He ran out of gas, you know. So it was myself, my friend Suzanne, and some random dude that ruined me getting to finish the bike run because he wanted gas. And I was like, no, I want to finish. And Suzanne's like, oh, screw it. You'll have plenty more. So we pulled off into a gas station. And of course, by then, like all the news had spread that it was like my first bike run, you know what I mean? And of course we come in late and like the meal's already, we ate and everything, but I was like, oh, I was like, it wasn't my fault. I want to finish. And
It wasn't me.
and that was the day I decided I'll do them, but they're not really like for me. You know what I mean? I think I just get so anxious, you know, I get so anxious, but I know a lot more now about riding than I knew then.
Well, I remember when I spoke to you and Dave and probably Butch about going on the first bike run as the rider. And you
Yeah.
all had such wonderful advice.
Yeah.
Wonderful advice, right? So again, communication is
Mhm.
key. I can't express it enough. Where are you gonna stop? Where are you gonna be in the run?
Mhm.
How are you riding, staggered or tandem?
Mhm.
How, what happens if something flies off your bike?
Yeah.
Right, so that actually did happen in my first bike run. My girlfriend's battery cover went flying, and she had just bought it. It was cost $100. She put it on herself. You know how that usually goes for people. So I was warned that because I'm a novice and I'm in recovery, and I don't ever think of alcohol, drugs, bars. It's just not in my thought patterns
Yeah.
anymore. By the grace of Goddess. So they're like, you need to be careful of who's drinking what, where. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? They're like,
Yeah.
it's a poker run, which means the stops are probably at bars,
Yeah.
and people tend to have a drink at every bar.
Mhm.
So ours was actually at like Space Coast Harley Davidson. Ours was at another Can-Am dealer on US 1. We had stopped at the consignment shop. Everything Biker.
Oh yeah, everything
consignment.
biker.
So
I tried-
ours wasn't all bars. The last
like a
place
little of
that we
everything.
went to was the ending point where lunch was being served and everyone started drinking. So I had noticed that,
So you didn't really have to ride
I
with.
didn't have to worry about
riders that have been
drinkers.
drinking.
No. And had I noticed people were drinking in the run, I probably would have excused myself because I don't ride with people who drink. I just, I never did. I was never comfortable on a bike with somebody drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Even in my 20s, the old man would go out on his bike and I'd be like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Get on the bike. Nah, man, we're going to be drinking. I'm not, and sometimes I didn't have a choice because, where we went, they were drinking. But, yeah,
Yeah, that's a good point. And so you found like the things that were like all the helpful tips to help you with your first bike run.
Right, something you
So
didn't
that you-
experience, right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's a big difference when you have that, and you don't want to ask. Like how many people on here? Like, I mean, would love to hear. Like, I sometimes will feel because you wanna. I don't like one of the big things about riding a bike is being confident, right?
I'm so cocky on my bike. It's
Yeah,
sad.
we are like. And
Try to
and
step out of ego and pride these days, but I'm a cocky bitch.
You have to be.
I am.
Ego has to come with you on that bike. Ego has
I
to.
just feel like,
Yeah. Arr, even when. Hey, I can't do it now that I'm live.
She's a chihuahua. She was imitating a chihuahua before, and I was like,
Let me sing.
she was like,
I was like, I have to do the sound.
there you go. I got a scar right here on my face because a chihuahua bit my lips. Literally, big old scar right through my whole face, but that's okay.
So on the outside they're going, and on the inside they're like, they're like the hounds, the hellhounds. I'm gonna get
So
you.
what do you guys do on your bike runs, right? Like, what was your favorite bike run? Right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a little spoiler, I think,
About the bike run?
about a bike run.
No.
Okay, I can't.
Why?
So anyway,
What's the
keep
reason?
watching our show.
I like that you did that though. You left like the
Because-
element of surprise in there.
Because, yeah, just saying.
You're like, we
You
have
guys
a bike
really gotta
run
watch the show every
spoiler.
week because we do. I could have just like blown the lid off of that.
Yeah, but you
But-
have to watch now.
It is true. So
You're
I think
good.
I'm gonna go into
The product of the week.
blowing the
They're
lid
all-
off of
I know,
things,
they're all
right?
watching, going, what?
Blowing the lid off of shit,
What is
right?
she talking
So
about?
my product of the week is a new product.
Oh, it works.
And it does work. Woo, woo.
Ooh, and
So we're
you're
gonna set
showing
my
your
little
boobs
camera
again.
up. Up, tits.
Tits up.
Tits.
Oh, I didn't want to tell them that because that's
tick,
what we say
tick,
before the show.
tock. Yeah, tits up. Okay, so product of the week is and even Michelle hasn't seen these, so
I
I'm
know.
pretty fucking excited.
I can't
I was
believe-
able to
I can't believe
keep this
you
together.
didn't share
So
this.
the product of the week is some new boxes that I have created.
Oh.
They are anything that you want them to be, manifestation boxes. They are God boxes, prayer boxes, goddess boxes, any of that kind of stuff.
Lucky key boxes?
So, lucky key boxes. So
Oh my god.
here is a sample
Oh,
of
they're
one
gorgeous.
of the boxes.
You were just painting them before you came in today,
Right?
were
No,
you?
no. This is the
Look at you.
oh yeah, my hands, right? Because I'm an artist, and yeah.
I love that. You're like Picasso.
So, here's another one, right?
Oh my
And
God,
they are
Amy.
all finished on the inside and the out. Some of them
Are
have
these
cute little
gemstones?
sayings, like, yeah, those are all gemstones. Fly free. This one is just a painted box, right? They're all, this one has the leather insert on them, right? Some of them are velvet, some of them are leather. This one is one of my favorite ones. This is, there we go. See, I made the wings, and this is a smoked quartz crystal in the middle. And it is lined with black velvet. They all have a velvet bottom to them, in a fuzz ball. They all have the velvet bottom
Oh,
to them. Okay, and they're all lined. I prefer mine black inside. It repels negativity. Right, so this is the butterfly box with the smoked crystal.
Oh, Amy, these are gorgeous.
Okay, so here's another one which I adore. It's probably my favorite, but that's just because who I am. So ready? What? Look at that.
Oh my God, that's gorgeous.
And look what I have inside
Triple
of it.
goddess.
It's one of my favorite crystals. So this is my pyramid crystal. And they all are, like I said, they're all lined. They all have... So, okay, I'm going to give you a little background on some prayer crystals and some manifestations and stuff like that. So, a manifestation box is something that we really want in our life. And we kind of write it down and we kind of like, I'm just trying to get a little better perspective on these, but okay. What if I move that back a little? Good. So what we do is I myself have a couple of different boxes that I put my intentions into, right? So that's beautiful. I have a manifestation box. So the things that I want to manifest in my life, I write down, I pray over them, I cleanse and sage them, and I put them in my box. And you wouldn't believe that, like, and I do that all year. And then on Halloween, which starts my new year, I don't celebrate it on New Year's Day, I celebrate it on Halloween. Every Halloween I go to that box and I read everything that I had put in there, and you would be amazed at the things that have come to fruition in 1 year that manifested. Right.
Wow. Can you use these to do the same thing? Like
yes, yes. So some people will keep crystals in them. Some people will put their prayers in them. So another one that's very common in life is a God box. Everyone's probably heard of the God box. So the God box is something that you would put your prayers to God in, or worries that you have. You can write the worries down and put them in your God box. It supposedly lifts them up to God or whomever. Also, the goddess box, which is what I love to call them, because I am a goddess in my own right. So the goddess box and the God box in all the boxes originated, believe it or not, from Pandora's box.
Really?
Pandora's box is the original prayer box, God box, worry box, whatever box you want to put it. Pandora would take everything that troubled her and put it into the box and put the cap on the box. I'm spirit filled everywhere. Put the cap on the box, right? So you ever hear the saying, when you open Pandora's box? Because the king who opened Pandora's box got all those worries and curses put upon himself, because he opened Pandora's box, which is a place where she put all of her worries, all of her troubles, and all of the people that ever did her wrong went into this box. And that is how the prayer boxes and goddess boxes came about. The original one was the Pandora's box.
Wow.
And when you opened somebody else's box, because usually you're like, oh man, don't do that.
Like stay out of other people's shit?
Yeah, because you always hear people say, well, don't do that. Don't you open that Pandora's box.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
It's never, oh, I'm going to open my own Pandora's box and let all my skeletons fly
No.
free. No. Usually when you open Pandora's box, you're opening somebody else's, you're pulling the lid off of somebody else's something.
Yeah.
Right? So I, when doing my research on these boxes,
that's so cool,
realized that that it was Pandora's box that they originally were from, and I thought that was just perfect for us.
That is so cool.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So I do have these boxes. They're coming out. I have a whole line of them, painted, sealed, acrylic. I literally have made these wings, and I'm going to have a lot more crystals on them. This is all crystal. Every one of these pieces is a crystal piece. This is black obsidian, turquoise, clear quartz. They are going for $15 a piece.
That's it? Wow.
Yes, $15 a piece. And if you mention the show, of course, you get a discount on them. But I also am coming out with different sizes. So these are the small boxes. I have medium boxes, large boxes, and rectangular boxes that are about a foot, maybe 8 inches by 4 inches.
Nice.
So beautiful. So these are the new product of the week. They are available here in the
so
store.
Gorgeous.
They can have any name, any saying that you want put in there. This one actually just says fly free. You know, so these are the product of the week, y'all.
Love them.
And I am infatuated with them.
And they will be in the. Are they available online?
Well, my
Not yet.
website is up, is being created. So I got my new business cards in. I got my new
beautiful.
licensing. Everything is done. I'm just working with my web developer, which is Mind Trip Productions. Throwing that out there.
Yep. MindTripProductions.com.
MindTripProductions.com is wonderful to work with. Very, very on top of things, and really, they're just really like, she's like this, man.
Yeah.
I just love working with her. So that's the product of the week.
Thank you.
Yay.
I love them, and they'll be available in the shop.
They are available here
in
in
our
the
store. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, look at them! They're going up on the shelf.
They're going on the
They're
shelf
gonna-
right now.
I'm gonna do the. Dun, dun, dun.
And they are all up on display.
Aww.
Yay!
So pretty. That's where you can find them, next to the dream catchers.
Yay! Okay, cool.
Thank you, Amy.
Product
That's
of the
gorgeous.
week. This is going home with me. We're gonna stick this in a safe place. In dead movies.
Oh, it's time now for Babe of the Week.
Hi! Oh, we got
Hey.
two babes right there.
Yeah, we
What?
got so so we were talking a little bit about how Johnny had submitted. He sent in a submission for his wife Shari, and we just love
Awesome.
Shari. And so
I
these
do.
are. I asked him. He's like, well, what about pictures? And I said, just send like your favorite pictures of her. You know
That's
what I
such
mean?
a great picture of her laughing at
I
him.
know. I love it.
Hey!
She is.
Oh,
you-
there they are, the happy couple. That's the Johnny we always say hi to, everybody.
Yep.
Hey,
If
Johnny,
you've ever been
Sherry.
over to the Biker Shack in Sebastian, these two probably look familiar to you, and Shari is the she's the mama bear. I call her the mama bear over there in Sebastian. She's a sweetheart. She just really makes sure that everybody feels welcomed. She always has a smile on her face. She does. She's always putting a positive spin on things, and she loves to ride. I would say she probably loves to ride as much as Johnny, if not more. They're just, you can always find when he's riding, except for when he's coming here to get his tire done, hopefully Friday, you can find her on the back. So this is what we were talking about, sending in a picture of your wife, send in a picture of your girlfriend, send in a picture of your sister or your mother. We have it all set up now on YankieBabeApparel.com. And you just click on the Babe of the Week, and it will take you to the Babe of the Week project to tell you all about it. So this is Shari, and she prefers being a passenger. She's been a passenger since 2015, and yep, and you would think she was like a pro, been on her whole life.
Yes.
And it's just natural for her, natural for her. Her favorite thing about riding, according to Johnny, is that she just likes having fun. You know what I mean? And that there's nothing like the freedom that she feels when she's riding on a motorcycle. So I would say that the favorite thing for her would be freedom.
I
Yeah.
love that. I love that.
Yeah. She's born in New York. She's a New York gal, and she grew up in Miami and Tampa. She's been married to Johnny for 36 years.
What?
They have two beautiful kids. And I don't know if there's anything I can say about that, but I believe there's a grandbaby on the way. So she's going to be a gilf.
She is a gilf. Yeah, man. That's a great thing. I like being a gilf.
Yeah, and again, there's nothing like that freedom in what it feels like riding on a motorcycle. When I asked him like what she would like to say or what she would say to other women, he may have asked her. We don't know. I love this. Go for it. Don't look back. Stop saying I'm going to. And be very careful. Which I can picture her saying also.
Me too.
Yeah. But I
I
love
love it.
that. Like,
Go for it. Don't look
stop
back.
saying I'm going to. Like, really? That's my favorite. I love that.
We were just talking about that this morning, me and you.
Yeah. Isn't it
I
something?
will. I will.
I will. I will. I will.
That's
Or I
right.
need to, or I have to, or I want to, or I'm going to. I'm going to get my license, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. Just do it. Just do it. Shari is like the Nike commercial of motorcycle babes.
I love that. I love that. Check.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sherry.
Yeah,
Go,
thank
girl.
you. And thank you, Johnny, for sharing your beautiful, beautiful wife with us and making her
Yes.
babe of the week.
36 years, amazing.
Isn't that incredible? She doesn't even look 36 years
She
old.
doesn't.
Would you marry her when she came out of the birth canal? Hey, you're a cutie. Want to get married? Whee! Okay. Like, really, she doesn't even look 36.
No, she really doesn't. Not at all. And I had the
Amazing.
pleasure of meeting them at one of our vending shows.
Yes.
And she is so warm and comforting. She is just like a mama bear. You couldn't have described
Yeah,
her any better.
you just have to hug her. You have to hug her. So I'm working on. She's got a custom order shirt being made, so I'm working on that. Maybe we can get her to
cannot wait to see
get a
that.
picture of her in that. You know.
Yes.
And yeah, so Shari, you can find her at the Biker Shack, and occasionally she'll breeze in, and when she does, she brings a ray of sunshine with her. And you can always find her when Johnny's talking about taking a bike run somewhere, because he doesn't officially call them bike runs, but he plans a lot of bike runs out of Biker Shack
Yeah.
in Sebastian. So.
Yeah.
So there's Sherry. There's our babe of the week, and now she qualifies to be in the contest starting in April to go for the chance to win a spot in our calendar.
Woohoo!
Yeah,
That's
and
great.
also an opportunity to be the babe of the year and be on the cover and have that full photo shoot and
yes, that's
so
gonna be so much fun.
we're gonna stop collecting babes. We're gonna still keep doing the babe of the week, but we're gonna stop collecting babes in July
Okay.
so that we can start the voting and get our babes for the calendar. So any babes after July will be in next opportunity for next year's calendar. So
Perfect.
So if you want to get on this year's calendar, or if you want your babe on this year's calendar, get your information in so that we can get you up as a babe of the week.
Right. Good.
Yeah.
Yay! Thanks, Sherry.
Thanks, Sherry.
Jenny. You guys rock. Okay.
I know. I just love
so
it.
awesome.
It's so cool.
Yes, it is. So that brings us to the spiritual
Yeah.
spin of the week.
Can I just say, when you were showing your boxes, when you're showing us your box, it's very
She
nice,
saw
by the
my
way.
box.
You know I've been dying to talk about that.
No.
I've been dying to talk about your box. But I quieted down and behaved myself. You had some crystals on there, and like I almost wanted to ask you about them, like, because, you know, we know crystals, you know what I mean? I was like, well, what? So I guess I know you're going to talk about it, but I just want to share with you that, like, I was excited to see the crystals on the box because they can be used for, like, something specific if they have a specific crystal on them, right?
Correct. Yes.
Oh my God.
So the thing is, right, with the spiritual spin of the week, this week, do we
Excuse
have
me.
my little thingy there? I am a spiritual spin of the
Crystals
week.
and overload.
Could
Yep.
not see it. So we're gonna be talking about what we use for. Okay, so for me, right, I follow my own path of spirituality. I use crystals. I use intention. I use the law of attraction. I use manifestation. And I remember when I first started this path, right? I was like, oh my God, I need to get every single crystal there is, and I need to get wands, and I need to get cauldrons, and I need to get offering plates in chalices, and I must have blown $1,000, right?
Easy, probably, right?
Right.
Just that visit.
Fast forward 10 years. Fast forward 10 years. I use me, right? So I still use crystals. Again, this is one of my favorite crystals. It's a pyramid. It directs
I
energy.
thought that was your nipple.
Very
I'm very
quickly.
disappointed now.
It's okay. She thought I was just happy to see her.
On one side.
So yeah, so like this one has this box that I had made. It has the smoke quartz crystal in the middle of it. And another one that I had made has the clear quartz. This one has black obsidian this is all black obsidian. It has turquoise and it has the clear quartz on it also. I took those, and so a lot of people do crystal grids. to concentrate the energy into one space.
Mhm.
A lot of people, I am blessed to be a manifester, right? Like that is one of my spiritual gifts, is that I manifest
Yeah.
what I want in my life. And
Quickly.
it works very well, and I do it quickly, yes. So the magic that
Are
I
you leaving?
create,
Bye. My boyfriend's leaving.
Sometimes when we are working on something or trying to obtain something in our lives, and we don't get it, it's because we're the ones that are blocking it, right? Like,
Makes sense.
so I'm like, oh yeah, I want to have a boyfriend. Oh yeah, I want to have a boyfriend. Then I'm like, yeah, but I don't want to give up my time. Yeah, I don't want to. Like, no, like you might get an hour or two a week, but that's good enough. So
Want a part-time boyfriend.
Right. I just want a part-time thing. As my friend Bobby says, I love Bobby. She says, I'm looking for a good time, not a long time. It's cute, but But anyway, so we are definitely the ones that create the magic. Right?
Okay.
Our magic comes from within. We have tools that represent parts of that magic. We have tools that can enhance the magic, the intention, the need, the manifestation. There are tools that can help magnify that. However,
Yeah.
it really comes from inside of us, right? And I was thinking about doing this for our show this week about crystals, tools, and the overload of everything. We think we gotta have A, B, C, D, E, F, G in order to get this one thing to work. And my girlfriend's little 6-year-old in the back seat.
It's like bringing the marching band in.
Right, it's like bringing a whole band when you only need the flute to hear the beautiful music, right? The little girl in the back seat says, Mom, I gotta say something, it's real important. I said, well, what's that? She said, the magic comes from within. I said, now that was such spirit confirmation that I had to do this for this show, like on Four Spirit Bumps. And she went on and on and on about the magic comes from inside my soul. I feel it tingling in my body. I mean, this girl's gifted and she doesn't know it. She's only 6. So and her mom is very gifted also, but we don't, we don't talk about, all that kind of stuff in front of her. But the day after we met and did our business meeting about the show, was I not in the car and this little 6-year-old made us shut off the radio to tell us that the magic came from within. And I was amazed.
That's so cool.
So I do use incense. I do use crystals. I do have a chalice, a wand, a serving. I have all of that. Do I use them? Yes. Do I use them often? Probably not. There are some, like when I do ritual or I celebrate a Sabbath, I sometimes will give offerings of mead and cake. And I'm in recovery, but I got to tell you, I got 3 bottles of wine on my altar that are used for that, and they're old. I mean, I don't think I've been through 1 bottle in 5 years because my chalice is very small, and it's the intent, so it doesn't take much. Right?
What does the overload do? Like, can it mess up the outcome?
Absolutely.
So if you like look up like all the different things that will like bring, I don't know, like a safety into you, a protection or whatever.
There's hundreds of crystals. There's hundreds of crystals that can give you protection. There's hundreds of correspondences that could go, like I have a book of correspondences that sometimes I'll reference to as to when would be the most appropriate time and what herbs and stuff would work best with this thing that I'm trying to create. So I research it and I get all this information and then I cross-reference. Well, this and this mean the same thing. This and this and this mean the same thing. So you break it down.
Okay.
So Originally, I have 100 items.
Yep.
Then when I'm cross-referencing and seeing what they mean and what they can represent, it gets smaller
Uh-huh.
and it gets smaller.
And how do you know what ones to pick though then? I mean, I know it comes from within, but like you said, it amplifies, so.
Researching, like you have to research what, okay, so I always tell girls women that come to me with questions, I'm like, read,
Mhm.
look it up. And I will give them some of the websites that I go to for
Mhm.
reference. And you know, I have a full library at my house too, so I generally, the books that I've been drawn to are the ones that I refer to. So
Right.
it's so easy to say, hey Google, what crystals are good for protection? And
Is it
will
looking
list
it
it.
up?
No. And it will give you a whole list of them.
Yeah.
But that's not,
And then you
And-
narrow it down to the ones, like you take out the ones, how do you know the ones that do the same thing?
by
Like which
researching it.
which one you want of those two?
It's the one that you're drawn to.
Okay.
So for me,
So either way, it's gonna,
it's still going to come from within. Yeah.
okay. Wow.
So some people, right?
I
like,
just kind of I love to get your take on it, and I hope. you
Yeah, no, I don't
asking.
mind. But you know, some people will be like, oh, you know, black obsidian is only good for protection, and that's not true,
Mhm.
right? But that's the first one people will say. So for somebody who's a little novice, meaning they're just learning, they're just coming into using crystals and stuff, they hear that and that's what sticks in their head. I recommend that you research. Find what resonates with you. So
Okay.
that's kind of the answer you were looking for. It's what resonates within your spirit. What works for you.
Which says it still comes from within.
Right.
That's
still
so
comes
cool.
from within.
Thank you for. I know I'm like totally Bogart taking.
No,
my
not
Bogart,
at
I'm
all.
Bogarting
Not at all.
your,
Because
spin.
I love when we, you know,
I've
bounce
taken
off
over
of
this
each other
bit.
like that. I mean, and that's it. You know, so, you know, do you need to get those tools? Yeah, but if you need to get those tools in a month, then maybe you should pick them up.
Mhm.
But if like, oh my God, I need this, and this, and you go out and buy it, and they're gonna sit,
Yeah.
and they're not gonna be used, right? So, okay, for another example, my carving,
Mm.
right? When I got carving, I bought a set of knives. Then I found out about power carving, because my hands are weak, I'm
Mhm.
older. So then I went out and I bought all these freaking bits. I used 4 of them.
Ah.
I have $1,000 in carving bits, and I use 4 of them.
Wow.
That's what I mean
That's
by the
overload.
overload,
Okay.
right?
Yep.
So
Use what you need when you need it.
I got news
Do
for
your
you.
research.
back in the day, in the early 1900s, they only used what grew in the earth.
Yeah.
They only used what grew in the earth. Again, a lot of herbs,
Mhm.
a lot of things that they've come across, bones, all that kind of stuff. I mean, you know, if somebody had this wonderful speech, was very articulate with words. When he passed away, they would pull his teeth and give them to other people who were articulate with words to help empower their words more. So they took a piece of that. I mean, that's back in the day. That's how they shared their
Mhm.
wisdom,
Makes
right?
sense.
So
They might take our boobs when we die.
you can have them. But seriously, so the intention really comes from within, purity of heart, spiritual alignment, and that's that.
It's Santa. Santa has
Hi,
arrived.
Santa. You came to bring us coffee.
Nice.
It's okay. It's our snap-on Santa. We snap them on and we snap them off whenever we want a present.
Are we already ready?
We
finishing
are,
up?
girl. We are
Oh my
right on
gosh.
time today.
That's a wrap, especially the way it started. It just
Ah.
ends so smoothly. So,
Yeah.
staying on, I guess today's like Johnny Day, right?
Oh, Johnny again.
Yeah, Johnny again. Johnny come lately? Johnny come lately.
I know you'd have to ask Sherry.
He's a new kid. I have.
Sorry, Sherry. Not sorry, but sorry.
Oh, I have a shirt that says that. Sorry, not,
Not
sorry.
sorry, not
yeah,
sorry.
I'm gonna wear that. Weekend events. This, we're really getting better at like pulling everything together.
Yeah, we
Yeah, I
are.
like this. Like we're good. We're
Yeah,
good.
we're good.
We're still freaking hilarious. I think.
I think so too.
I think the behind the scenes setup, it would probably be really good. They would be like, holy crap, I thought these two girls had their shit together and they do not. But yeah, so this weekend, Saturday, is the first annual birthday bash for the Richard Phillips Down Biker Fund. And the Richard Phillips Down Biker Fund is a fund that was formed by Richard Phillips' wife.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, he passed. Oh, I don't want to speak outside of terms, but yes. She raises funds for people that have been bikers that have been in an accident that need assistance. She does a lot of wonderful things for the community. They're usually like right there with like the first responders. Bye, Santa.
Tell Grinch we said hi.
I will.
And so they're having their first annual birthday bash for the fund, right?
Awesome.
So that's going to be Saturday at 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And it is, and you know what? I actually downloaded the whole thing with the address for
Okay.
it, and I forgot it. So let me just look up the address.
Isn't it here?
That's Johnny's address, which we'll get to, because they're
Oh.
like, well, why are you talking about that if it's Johnny? So it's going to be in Melbourne, and it is, let me just get to my Facebook. Oh, here's my Facebook. And it is.
We'll work it out, man.
yeah, we'll get there.
We'll
We'll get the address for you in just a minute. If yeah, no, we'll get it for you now because it's fun to watch us.
It is fun to watch us, man.
Okay, so they're Saturday. Oh yeah, that's it, right?
Yep.
Oh, no, it's April 24th. Probably just be quick. All right, it's right here. So it's this Saturday, and it's at Camp Holly. Okay, so Camp Holly is in Melbourne, and the address is you can usually see it 6901 U.S. Highway 192 in Melbourne, Florida. So it's about 40 miles from here. It's a free event, and they're just going to have their big birthday bash, celebrate 4 years of the Richard Phillips Down Biker Fund. They're going to have great music. They're going to have Shovelhead.
Nice.
And they're going to have holiday food, drinks, raffle, and a 50-50. All are welcome. So
Awesome.
that's really excited. If you actually go on your Facebook or even on Google and you type in the Richard Phillips Down Foundation,
Fund,
yeah, it'll show up. And I think I might have it here on my pasted on my page. I'm not sure.
That's awesome.
And Johnny sent a note, and I have my note from Johnny, and you can find that on the Biker Shack. So Johnny, if you have been following along for the entire show, Johnny, we're talking about bike runs today. Johnny nominated his wife Shari as our Babe of the Week.
That was so cool.
Yeah, and Johnny is going to be even though he's not calling it a bike run, he's actually doing a little bike run from his shop in Sebastian, which is the Biker Shack,
Yep.
to Melbourne. So he writes, hey y'all, here's Johnny. Florida-licious day out there. So get on your bikes and ride. Y'all come ride with us. Kickstands up at 12 noon, Saturday, March 27th. And to come take the ride down and celebrate the Richard Phillips Down Biker Fund's birthday at Camp Holly in Melbourne, Florida. And I did have it right there. Oh, so it's on 192 west of 95. So his address for the Biker Shack, if you want to take a ride with them and you want to meet the Babe of the Week.
Oh,
But
and
stand
our
back.
infamous Johnny.
Yeah, and our infamous Johnny. She's married, fellas, so don't come trying to flirt with our Babe of the Week, but you can certainly meet her. You go to 1101 US Highway 1 in Sebastian, Florida, 32958. That's the Biker Shack. Kickstands up at 12. Johnny is pretty, on, yeah, he's very prompt. He's pretty on point with his kickstand up time, so.
Now, isn't Johnny's shop in that little village of stores?
Yeah, it's in like the village. I don't know if you're still watching, Johnny, but you can even post in here at the bottom. I think it's
Yeah.
called the Village Square.
Yeah.
But we'll have
Or
Johnny
the
post in the
Villages
bonnet.
at
Yeah, it might be
something, right?
even the Villages, but
Yeah, but his the biker shack is located in a little mall area.
yep.
And
What's the weather going to be like for that?
I got to tell you, it's going to be beautiful.
Yay!
This weekend is going to be phenomenal. So we got mostly sunnies. We're back up into the 80s every day now because our winter, 5 weeks of winter, is over. It is now just going to start getting warmer and warmer and nicer and nicer.
Maybe all that snow will melt.
Grateful, so grateful. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, all in the 80s. We have a slight chance of afternoon rain every day, like 10% or less. But we are in South Florida, and we always have that 10-minute of afternoon thunderstorms, and then it goes away.
Yeah.
So if it does start raining, stay where you're at, wait 10 minutes, as in always in Florida, we get the downpour and the dry off.
Yep.
So, I mean, that's just how it goes. So it's going to be a beautiful, beautiful weekend. Friday,
Oh.
Saturday, Sunday, outrageously beautiful.
So get on the bikes and ride.
Get on the bikes and ride, fellas. Yeah,
Love
that
it.
sucked. I don't
I
do
love it.
cooking.
Amy's really like her weather has been absolutely spot on. Like you can actually plan
And
your
listen,
ride
it's not
around
a
this weather.
50-50 shot here. I've been doing pretty dang. I think I do
No.
better than the weatherman.
You've been doing
sometimes.
great, and and in Florida, like you have to guess like the percentage of rain. Like you could be the
Yeah.
weather person, but I wouldn't want to lose you on Wednesdays, and you wouldn't know what to do because they're probably organized over at the weather station.
Yeah, and we're
You'd
not,
be like,
I like her.
"What the fuck is going on here?" Yeah. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
And
You
then
have
we
it all
turn
like
the camera and we're like, "Hi,
tits up.
welcome to our show." It's just the
Oh
truth,
my god,
man.
it is, it is. So, that's our show. Really, that's a wrap. Like we've just
Guys,
got a couple
we-
minutes left.
Yeah, I really appreciate y'all coming in, checking us out every week.
Yeah, thank you. We
Um,
really appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, I might take a ride out this weekend. Maybe I'll go and take a ride. I just got my new front tire put on, so I'm really
Yeah.
happy about that. I'm feeling
Pretty
really
nice 40
comfortable
miles
my
on
bike.
it. Yeah.
I've been riding and riding and riding, and I put my highway pegs on by myself. They're a little uneven, but I'll figure it out. I put
But
my
leave
feet
them
up,
like
and I'm
that.
like, what's going on here?
Just ride like this.
But I do love my highway pegs, man. I love them.
Yeah.
Love them, love them.
I had highway pegs on that first bike that I had that I took my first bike run on, and I was loved. So I just put it and be like,
Yeah, that's how
This
I
is
feel.
great.
Like I just feel like I'm just chilled out.
nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah. So you might go up. You might take the ride with.
I might.
With the
I
biker
might
shack?
get. I might get a one of my girls to go with me if you're not
Mm.
feeling up to it.
Yeah, 40 might be a little too many miles for me without
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Sometimes
all the
it's-
quotations.
sometimes it's too hard for me too, right? Because I mean,
Yeah.
I have a back and neck issues myself, and some days are good and some days aren't. But I notice sometimes when I'm riding in a group of people or I'm riding tandem, my shoulders get so tense that
'Cause
I'll
you
just
tighten up a
pull
little.
back a little bit and I'll just relax,
Yeah.
So we'll see.
And now that you got the pegs, right?
Yeah, I think.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think I might do that this weekend. But there's another gig that's going on that I kind of want to go to. I think there's a powwow this weekend. I
Oh.
heard there might be.
It's
I'm
a
not sure.
powwow.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
If you know of any events that are coming up, or you
Oh,
want to share
yeah.
your ideas on something that you'd like to see us watch us talk about and get involved in the conversation, we do have what I'm calling the Phoenix Project that will be relifted, and we have that in the works, and that will be a part of our show where you will actually be able to watch Amy and I do basically a tear down and a build. We're gonna build a chopper.
I'm so fucking excited.
So stay tuned, folks, for that, because that's coming in the future.
Yes.
Be sure to tune in next Thursday and every Thursday. Where,
Yeah, we
you know,
appreciate you guys.
we
We're gonna
really
have
do.
some. We're gonna start getting some. Oh yeah,
Facebook?
wait. Facebook? No, wait, I'm in the wrong spot. Okay, Facebook,
Twitter,
Twitter,
and YouTube.
and yeah, something like that,
Ooh,
guys.
hello.
Hello.
Sorry. Hello.
These is where you find us. This is where
If you don't watch
find
us, I'm gonna come after you.
She's gonna come out here a little chihuahua. Bye, guys. Thank you so
Oh.
much. Thanks so much for having.
Thanks for watching.
Taking the time.
Yeah, thanks for having us in your phone.